increasing population growth driving demand for food security going forward. We're today joined by Danakali CEO Niels Wage to discuss the Colluli Potash project in Eritrea. Welcome, Niels.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can you please discuss global potash demand and the strategic importance that your project has?
Sure. We are producing, or we are developing a sulphate of potash project in Eritrea. It's called the Colluli project. And what we're doing is we have a fertilizer which is used on high-value crops, such as fruit and vegetables and nuts. And with the increasing population, but also with an increasing middle class around the world, we see the demand for these crops really increasing, and therefore the farmers who are producing that, they need a good fertilizer. And the potash fertilizer that we're producing, the sulphate of potash, doesn't have any chlorine in it, and therefore, as a distinction to muriate of potash, where there is actually chlorine in it, that wouldn't taste well if you would have chlorine in your apple or on your nuts. So therefore, the sulphate of potash, there's increasing demand, and then we are in the process of developing that project.
Okay, and I understand that the project contributes quite significantly to the Sustainable Development Goals within Eritrea. Can you tell me a bit more about how the project does contribute to those SDG goals?
Sure. As you say, it's a significant project for the country. It will employ a significant amount of people. We will directly employ about 500 to 600 people. During construction, we'll go to about 1,000 people. But in the vicinity, there will be 10,000 jobs that are estimated by the UNDP. UNDP did a big report on our project and the impact that it will have on Eritrea reaching their sustainability goals. And they estimated 13 of the 17 sustainability goals for Eritrea can be supported by our project. And you can think about things like income for the country. It will be a significant income, because we will be 50% of the export by 2030. So you can imagine, just as royalties and taxes, income for the country, which give them significant economic development opportunities. Also job creation, as I said, but also the product itself is a sustainable product. It's coming from solid salts. There's no chemicals in it, and it will help farming to be a lot more sustainable, to have better water efficiency and better yields for the production of the products. So farming globally, but also farming locally, will benefit from it, and the project itself will benefit for the development of the country.
Okay, we did discuss that there is an increase in demand for SOP production in future. Can you speak to me how Colluli will feed into that global SOP demand?
Sure. The beauty about our project, it's really easy to mine. And we're at the only 16 meters depth, so it's very shallow. So we don't have to sink shafts. We don't have to do evaporation ponds. We have solid salts that we can just with a truck and a shovel mine, and then we have straightforward processing. So the processing is going through proven technology, nothing new. So we can have very low cost because of that. And the size of the deposit is significant. We have 200 years of mine life, and you can imagine how big that is, and what the impact, how long we can actually contribute to farming globally, but also to the benefit of the country.
Okay, and then can you tell me what some of the milestones that were met at Colluli in 2019, and then also some of the work that you have planned for 2020?
Sure. We've had a significant year, the close of 2019. We secured $250 million of funding package, 200 million in senior debt with Afri-Exim Bank and African Finance Corporation. And African Finance Corporation also invested 50 million of equity in our project. And we have obviously an offtake agreement with Eurochem for 10 years. So that's securing the cash flows for 10 years with an option for another 3 years. And the returns are very, very high. So to that respect, we've been able to to start the project with the finance. We've been able to kick off development, and it's all happening now. So we have our project director working with our EPCM provider. We're going through the nomination and early procurement of long lead items, and we're building the team and hoping to have production in 2022. And we're quite excited to reach these milestones and build on that further.
Perfect. Niels, we look forward to following the project.
Thank you.
To see further videos on Mining Review Africa, please follow our YouTube channel for more.